started even chatting open, and I haven't even taken a drink because I was waiting for this, and it's been literally an hour since then, probably.
Oh yeah, at least an hour. I'm about to go get another one. This one's not empty, but
anyway, we had technical difficulties, and as always, we'd apologize. We apologize for the content.
Yep.
Across the board. But hopefully I don't sound like a chipmunk. And neither do you. So as you guys can see, nobody, by the little image up here and by the title of this episode, this is another 5-bagger. And this time around it was Dude's choice.
RoboCop.
And now coming into this, I mean, I'm the one who watched it once, and also I had seen it before, of course. I don't remember when. Maybe I was like 10 years old or something. Do you remember what year this came out?
Yeah.
Was it 86, 88?
87, I think.
87.
Hold on. Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it was 87. Because I made a note about that year. RoboCop. Yeah, 1987. I don't know when, but yeah, 1987. I guess I can.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like what month? Who cares? I was 7, and I'm sure I didn't see it in the theater. So
July 1987.
Yeah, good year. I remember it well. Actually, I literally don't remember anything about that year, particularly, probably. I have a real bad memory before 3rd grade.
Yeah.
But I think, actually, that would be 7 is what? I was probably in 3rd? Actually, I might have been in 3rd grade. No.
Sorry?
I think I must have been in 2nd grade. Anyway.
87. I was born in 78. So.
Why don't you give out your social security number too while you're at it?
It's 555-5555 ABC5.
ABCD's nuts.
I was born in 78, so I was 11, which puts me.
What?
Or sorry, 9. I was 9.
No, I think you were probably 8.
Oh, yeah, July. Yeah, I was 8.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, how old is that? Is that like 2nd grade?
I don't know. I started. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
yeah.
we were in early elementary school. And I probably saw this movie like 10 or 11 or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And coming into this, when I watched it this time, I thought this will probably be the shortest episode of a 5-bagger we've done. Because, I mean, I watched it again, and it's basically what I remember. I didn't remember a lot of the details, but, I mean, it's an 80s action movie.
Yeah, there's not going to be going over a lot of the plot.
And I couldn't imagine, because the first 2 movies we watched, there is some intricacies, and there are some maybe questions you might have after watching it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I can't imagine. I can't imagine not knowing everything that happened.
Well, I mean, I guess I wrote down questions, but they are more like plot holes than they are questions.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can see that.
And yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them, but
I watched this. So now we're recording this not on a normal schedule, just because we did another couple recordings more time sensitive already. I watched this. I think I can't remember, Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. So it's 5 days ago.
Mm. Yes, yeah, it's a couple of days since I watched it.
Mm-hmm. But my reaction is, I mean, it's the same thing I remember. I liked it. I always liked it. I wouldn't say that this movie made me like, watching it now, made me like it less. But I mean, I was never super duper into it. I always thought it was cool. And, but I was never, I never rocked a RoboCop t-shirt or got a tattoo of, whatever that other mechanical robot thing was called.
I believe it's ED209.
Yeah, Ed 209.
Ed 209, ED 209.
And boy, when he first showed up on the scene, I was like, whoa, stop motion.
Yup. Yeah. I have a note about that too. I'm like, oh wow, did not expect stop motion robot guy.
Yeah, that was
all right.
Bad. And the only other two things I can remember that I thought anything more than just okay, this is RoboCop, was when Red, whatever the main underling bad guy, the guy with the glasses and bald, not like the executive bad guy, but the other guy, the tough that shot him in the face and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that 70s show, Dad?
Yes.
Whatever the fuck his name is, that guy?
His name on the show is Red. That's why.
Okay.
Shit, it's Red.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
His real name is.
I have no idea.
I should know because I've watched all of.
No, I do. No. It is. I didn't do a ton of research after I watched them, but I did look up. His name is like Kirkwood or something.
Kurtwood Smith. Or Kirkwood Smith.
Yeah. He's got an interesting first name. Yeah. Is it Kurtwood?
It's either Kirk or Kurt. I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've watched that 70s show front to back at least twice through. I like that show.
Yeah, but, I like that show too. I have not watched it that much, but I liked it.
The other point was when he needs to get his targeting recalibrated, and it's like that love scene, shooting gallery scene. I was just like, oh my god, this is awful. This is the low point of the movie.
Hold on, let me scroll down to that. I actually made a note of like that scene makes absolutely no sense.
I mean, there's the other part about his family, just disappearing. It's kind of just like okay, and he's never like I've got to go find them. Nope. After you died, they just fucking bailed. Oh shit!
Well, yeah. Well, I'll wait until I get into the movie, but yeah.
But that's it. I'm done. I have nothing else to say right now about that movie. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. So going into it, you expected
exactly what I got.
Yeah, and coming out of it, you felt the same.
Yep.
Yeah. So me too. Like I went into it thinking this is an 80s action movie. I kind of know. I know the character. I kind of know. I thought I kind of knew what the movie was about. I was wrong.
Oh, really?
But yeah. But yes, and coming out the other end of watching it 5 times in a row, yeah, it's an 80s action movie. It's fine. Like I'm. It's impossible to know. I'm very curious if I had watched it, 20, 30 years ago, if I would have thought much more highly of this movie than I do. Like, I thought it was fine. Like, it's all right.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I'm surprised you didn't say there's 2 Twin Peaks guys in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, okay, so I got one thing to say is I watched this movie over the course of 3 days.
yeah, that's true.
Because I was interrupted on several occasions, and I couldn't watch it with the kids around. And
No, this movie is way more violent than
Yeah.
I thought it would.
Oh, see, I remember it being famous for being ultra violent.
I did not know it was.
Yeah, people often think it's like a Terminator or something like that. It's not
Yes.
nearly as good a movie as Terminator. It's much closer to a movie like Swamp Thing.
Wow. Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Swamp Thing with robots and a little bit higher budget, and so.
Oh my God! Wow, I didn't even ever think of that. But yeah,
especially that.
Totally is.
That last scene with the dropping of the iron and that whole thing is real Swamp Thingy.
Oh my God! Wow. Wow. That never even crossed my mind.
Well, there you go. You should probably watch it again.
Completely is. No, I'm not going to watch it again. Not that I think it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good. I'm good.
But yeah. There's two Twin Peaks guys in this movie. So the like, his name is Bob Robert. He's the asshole right. FBI agent.
Oh wait, who's that?
The guy in Twin Peaks, the FBI agent that shows up and just a giant dick to everyone. He's the like executive that runs the RoboCop thing. His name is like Robert Morton Hamilton. I forget. I don't know if I wrote his name down. Sometimes he's called Robert. Sometimes he's called Bob.
Oh, okay.
He's the FBI dick in Twin Peaks, and in this movie he's the executive. Like he's the guy. Like there was the Ed 209, and then there was like the one under it, the RoboCop program. He ran the RoboCop program.
You're right. And then the other guy is like what is he, a hotel manager or something?
Yeah, the hotel manager, Leland Palmer. He is one of the like underlings of
the bad guy.
That 70s show guy.
That's true. I totally recognized them, but I didn't even make the Twin Peaks connection.
Yeah, two main characters from Twin Peaks are in this movie.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the first thing I wrote was, this is a weird start to the movie. With like the weird like news broadcast thing.
Oh, and with what's her name?
That girl. Who is that woman? Like she
hosted
Entertainment Tonight, or like one of like those like TMZ type 80s shows.
Yeah, it was before TMZ. It was Entertainment Tonight.
I have no idea what her name is, but I recognized her. I was like, oh shit, she's from TV. Like I know who she is.
Yeah, she was really famous, and like I at one time while watching it, I remembered her name. I can't think of it right this minute. It's I want to say it's like
I never looked it up. I don't know what it is, but but the very next thing, like these are the first two. This is a weird start to the movie, and then next, I didn't expect it to be so corny. like really, like it's super corny.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was gonna be like Terminator, like you said, or Predator, or like like I thought it was gonna be like a more like very like serious like sci-fi. Like this movie's super corny.
Yep.
Like the weird commercials, like, and then like I wrote another thing that said like this reminds me of Starship Troopers, which turns out the dude that directed Starship Troopers is the same director.
Oh really?
Yeah. But like, yeah, there's a bunch of weird like things that I wrote. Like, yeah, like the weird commercials.
Yeah.
In this movie and in Starship Troopers, there's a bunch of weird commercials.
Yeah.
There's a mixed like male and female shower scene in Starship Troopers. And the beginning of this movie has a weird locker room where there's men and women in the same locker room.
Yep, that's true.
And there's a bunch of like first person like people like talking to the camera.
Yeah.
In this movie and also in Starship Troopers, like there's a bunch of shit, and they're like, and after I watched it 5 times, I was like, oh well, yeah, okay, because it's the same director, of course.
Yeah.
There's all of these similarities.
What did you think of Starship Troopers? Do you like that movie?
Yeah, I did. I liked Starship Troopers.
Do you think it's an excellent movie, or do you like it?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's not a good.
But I mean, it's got quite a cult following, just like I think RoboCop does. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's like obviously the same director. Like they immediately, I think I wrote that when they were. Well, I think those 2 scenes run into each other, and I feel like they both happen. Not exactly the same, but very similarly in both movies. We're like, so I wrote this down too. I don't know where it is, but something about like, I forget the director's name, but he seems to like to do like scenes where like the camera will start with 2 guys talking, and it'll follow them along, and then someone in the background will say something, and those 2 guys will walk away, and it'll follow that new guy that said something, and he'll talk for a little bit, and then those other 2 guys will come back into the camera, and they'll start talking again, and then they'll go away, and someone else will start talking, like, and it never cuts away from any of that.
Uh-huh.
Like there's like 2 or 3 scenes in both movies where that same thing happens.
You know,
and like I like it. I like it every time it happens. It's cool.
You know a lot more about Starship Troopers than I do. I don't remember those kind of specifics. I remember I liked it, and Neil Patrick Harris is in it. That's about it.
Well, yeah. Well, I think those things happen in Starship Troopers. They definitely happen in this movie. But like, yeah, like it's interesting how. The camera, like it never cuts away, but like people walk in and out of the camera, and the conversation keeps going. Like it's interesting. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a name for it, but yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So my first 3 times I watched this movie, I've got a bunch of notes. The last 2, almost nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But
the first time I started watching this, I took like a couple notes. That was like for the first 30 minutes of the movie. After that, I was just like, fuck it, I don't need to write anything about this anymore.
No.
It's RoboCop.
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of a Western. Like I really, really liked the RoboCop theme.
Uh-huh.
Like the first time when he's like driving on that like freeway, like it's a very like spaghetti Western like theme of him. Like I don't know. I wrote it down twice. I was like, oh yeah, this is a good theme, and I was like, yeah, this really sticks out. Like it's used throughout the movie with him a bunch of times. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, and there's a couple others. Like, there's the scene where they're in that cocaine, whatever. I don't know.
The factory.
Yeah, the cocaine factory, I guess. Mm-hmm. And like he busts in, and like there's this huge shootout. Mm-hmm. Like that whole scene reminded me of like an updated like Western.
Yeah, sure.
Shootout. Like even the music and stuff. Yeah, like I thought that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But let's see. I'm trying to think of the other things I really liked about it before I get into the other stuff. Oh man, probably my favorite scene from this movie. Maybe not my favorite, but I fucking loved the hostage scene. That dude's demands are amazing. And the way he delivers them are amazing. And then when RoboCop reaches through the wall and pulls him in, the whole thing is just great.
Yep. It's pretty good. He wants a car.
Well, yeah. Do you know what the car's called? Like, there's a commercial for it.
Yeah. I remember at the time. Yes, when I was watching it, it's something about like the
6000 SUX.
SUX. That's what it was. Yeah, sucks. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't catch that in like that scene, but later when like the dinosaurs walking through, like they do like the stop motion dinosaur thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really good. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's perfect for this. Yeah, and then it's like the 6000 SUX. That car looks ridiculous.
Yep.
But yeah, I that hostage scene where he's making the demands about, and I demand a recount.
Yeah.
And even if it goes the wrong way, I still want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop, did you catch the cop? He's like, when he's demanding a car and he wants, was it air conditioning or cruise control or something?
Cruise control, yeah.
And the cop's like, yeah, and we'll throw in a Blaupunkt.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, that is an old ass radio. Or like stereo.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole scene was so good.
Yep, I thought that was good too. It adds a little levity to, some of the scenes too.
Yeah. And also, like, I guess, I don't know if I liked this, but I still don't understand, but I didn't even know that, like, I'll buy that for $1. Didn't know that was from this movie, and I don't understand what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Is it a reference to something?
Yeah, I never figured that out either.
Like, it's
I don't
throughout.
remember which came first, the reference or the movie reference, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't, but like I even before watching this movie, I have heard people say, "Oh, I'll buy that for," like, I've heard that before.
Me too.
And didn't know it was from this movie. And yeah, I don't, no idea if that's, you don't either, if that's a reference to something else.
I have no idea. I've heard it too, but when I heard it in this movie, I was like, oh, that's weird. And, I didn't know if that's where it came from or what. I have no idea. I still don't know. I'm not going to check right now either.
No. Yeah, I think that's about it for what I liked.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else necessarily that I liked. I liked the fucking when Kurtwood Smith fucking blew his hand off in the first part.
Yeah. Yeah, the violence in this movie is, like, I felt like the movie's pretty violent, but like it's not constant.
No.
It's like there's like this short burst of violence and then just movie for a while and then a real short burst of violence again.
Yeah.
But like each time it happened, like I feel like it was, I don't know if it was earned, I guess, but like it worked. I felt like.
Sure.
Like when he gets his hand blown off and then he gets shot to hell.
Yeah.
And then, like, at the end where he stabs him, the 70s guy in the neck, and blood shoots all over him, and that fucking toxic dude gets run over.
That was probably my favorite part.
Wow.
That whole thing with that guy. I was just like, this is so amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I guess the other like it's not actually the movies are way different, but the that part like I guess before the toxic dude where RoboCop takes his helmet off,
Mm-hmm.
like I thought that actually looked really good,
Mm-hmm.
like surprisingly good, and it reminded me of have you ever seen Westworld?
No.
It's Jurassic Park before Jurassic Park with robots, basically.
All right.
I mean, it's Michael Crichton. He wrote the story,
Oh yeah.
and it's this place. It's this like theme park where robots go crazy, and start killing people instead of dinosaurs. But yeah, like there's a scene where one of the robots like they take his face off,
Mm-hmm.
but like it looks so similar to the RoboCop, like when he takes his helmet off scene. I guess it's a good movie. Go watch Westworld, people that aren't watching this.
All right. I gotta go.
All right, let's get to some of the stuff I didn't like about this movie. Real
I'm
quick.
back.
Good.
Wait, can I say the two things I really didn't like?
Yes.
One was, as I said, the little love scene shooting gallery thing. The other thing was the whole trip through his old house. I thought that was just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And like, really, why was it so busted up? And I mean, maybe.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, we can get into this now. They're trying to sell that house, and it's got all of his old shit in it.
Uh-huh.
And it's been like, and they make it pretty clear. It's been 3 months.
Yeah.
Since he was killed.
Yeah.
Why is all of that shit still in the house?
And
why are they trying to sell this dirty ass house?
Yep.
And why is this family part even in the movie? It makes no like it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is this family plot line in here?
Like to me, I mean, you solve this by having the family, and then that's why he does the gun spinning thing. But the family's got to be killed. Kill the family.
Well, yeah, like you said earlier, he clearly has some vague memory of his family.
Yep.
Why isn't he trying to find them?
Yeah. Well,
like,
okay. So here's what I think. Part of it is that that part in the of the movie is where he starts to realize who he is again, right?
Yeah.
And which is important to the later parts of the movie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing he says is, they ask who he is, and he says,
"Yeah, what's your name, kid?" Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, that has some part to it where he's realizing he's kind of he's becoming human again, kind of, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like this, a lot of this movie is about what does it mean to be human, for sure.
Sure. But for me, it was more specific than just the whole scene. I guess it was the parts where, like you said, it's been 3 months, the family's gone, and like they're selling the house, but it's been ransacked or something. I mean, why is there busted plants and stuff all over the place? That part didn't make any sense to me, because it wasn't like, oh, the rest of the neighborhood's turned to shit. It's not like the neighborhood from Back to the Future Part 2, where, okay, it makes sense that the place he lived is different now. And, that video just keeps playing on a loop, okay. But, I mean, it didn't make any sense as to why it was busted up.
Yeah. Like, I don't, yeah, I don't like, yeah, like I felt like the whole family storyline was weird.
Yep.
Placement in the movie was weird. Like, why? Because they had an easy intro into his family with the whole spinning the gun way early in the movie, like before he becomes RoboCop, before anything. Like they could have developed or like shown that part of the story. Like the whole like family part is super weird. Like I don't know why it's shown like the way it is. Like I didn't get that.
I think part of it is probably because they wanted to they wanted to, get into the action part of it.
Sure, yeah. Like, the start of this movie, it's fast. It goes. I thought it would take longer for him to become RoboCop.
Yeah, but at the same time, by not giving us the family stuff earlier on, it makes us not really care about them as much.
Yeah, like, you don't care.
But
all.
If you have them murdered right then and there, like, for example, he goes on a call and it's his house, and his wife and son are there getting murdered by the dude, and he fucking kills RoboCop and them. Boom.
In the remake, the family is way, like, it's developed like you would expect. Like, it's the first part. Like, it develops him with his family, and then, this horrible thing happens. He gets, shot to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of like what you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. The whole family thing I thought was weird.
Does he go searching for the family in the remake?
I think, well, he tries to live as, like, as RoboCop and as he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he tries to live with his wife and son, and it just is weird.
Sure.
Like, they have, like, a hard time with it. Like, they kind of go into that part. So like his wife and kids stay around, and they're both like, no, this is weird. But the whole family storyline was weird.
Yep, I agree.
Anything else you didn't like?
No, it's mainly those. Here and there, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. The family storyline was one of the things I was just like, what the fuck? This is weird. Another thing I wrote down, like, this is completely me. I don't know. But, like, there's that scene where they never explain at all, really, the details of the RoboCop program. Like, they talk about moving good candidates to the precinct. Like, they talk about a couple other things, but, like, they never really go into any details, which I don't think is a bad thing. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there's a scene where they're talking about, like, they're like, oh, we were able to save the left arm or the right arm, whatever it is, one of the arms. And the Twin Peaks FBI guy is like, oh no, I thought we were going to do complete whatever, limb removal or whatever. And and they kind of go back and forth about, like, oh, I thought we were not going to do limbs. So what do you think? Should we do it? Should we not? Should we? And, like, I was like, that, and it never comes back up in the movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I wonder if that was like a conversation they actually had in, like, the design of RoboCop. Like, how much of him should be human and how much should be robot. And I wonder if, like, that scene, like, that thing was like an actual conversation between, like, the designer and the director of, like, no, let's not have any, just his face is good enough, like, whatever. Because, like, they never explain, like, how much of RoboCop is the human. They never explain why they needed the human in the first place. Like, none of that is explained. Which and like I said, like, I don't think any of it matters. I found it curious because, like, in the remake, all of that has justification. Like, it's all explained of, like, why they need a human. And they even go into, like, the arm of, like, why they keep the left arm or whatever in the remake. Like it's weird. Like they go into like all this weird detail. Where in this movie, I was surprised at how little detail they go into some parts. In other parts, they go into crazy detail.
It's really interesting to hear you say that because you've seen the new one first, and also you watched this one 5 times. Because I never thought about it. I mean, the whole why is it a human is confusing, but I didn't even think about the arm. But I mean, maybe it's something that they wanted to explore, but it got cut out of the original movie, or
yeah, it might have. Yeah,
who knows? Interesting. I'll have to watch the new one sometime.
Let's see. There's a couple other things. So the reason I knew it was 1987 is because I wrote down, were DVDs around in 1987? I don't think so, right?
I don't.
Clearly, that 70s guy, his name is Clarence.
Yeah.
He puts a CD or DVD into a machine and shows a video. When he kills the Twin Peaks FBI guy in his home with the man. This is a side note. 80s hot is.
It's no longer.
It's hard. Yeah. I guess that was hot. I don't know.
Hey, doing
it's not ugly, but
anyone's boobs is hot.
but he puts like a DVD into a machine, and video comes out. It's like, huh? DVDs. I don't think DVDs were around in 1987. Huh?
They might have been invented, but they definitely weren't in wide use, as far as I know. I mean, I remember being up into like 6th grade or junior high school, and laser discs were still the thing.
Yeah. But this was like clearly like little, like a CD size.
This is not the size of a CD, by the way.
Well, from the hole to the edge.
You're just doing the radius, are you?
I guess.
I've never seen someone do that. Like half a CD. Or just put it together in your own mind.
Half a CD, duh. You put your finger in the hole and then
a CD
thumb on the outside.
Sure, gotcha. What year did Use Your Illusion? Oh wait, no. What year was Last Action Hero? Because that was the first CD I ever bought. Last Action Hero sound.
Last Action Hero was the first CD I bought as well.
Yes, yeah, so talked about this before.
Was into the 90s for sure. All right. So we can go through a few quick things here. So have you seen? There's RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. Have you seen either of those? I have not.
I might have seen RoboCop 2. I don't remember anything about it. I want to say I'm pretty sure I saw RoboCop 2.
Okay, so does Lewis, the lady cop, does she come back as like a lady RoboCop?
She might. Like I said, I don't honestly remember anything about it.
Because it kind of seems implied. Because like at that scene where he's messed up under like the metal and stuff, and she shoots the Twin Peaks guy, the other Twin Peaks guy.
Yeah.
And she says, she's like, oh, I'm pretty messed up. And he says like, oh, don't worry, they'll fix you up, or oh, they always fix you up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, does she come back as like Lady RoboCop?
She might.
Like, I have no idea. But like, I was like, oh shit. I wonder if that's the thing.
Yeah. I am gonna check that out.
Because I never actually looked it up.
I feel like I've seen it.
I wrote down, I don't understand why the gas attendant guy never speaks. I thought that was really weird.
Oh, the guy who's like studying to...
Yeah, he's studying whatever plane geometry or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, why doesn't he speak? This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I also, in the third time I watched it, I made a note of that I was still unsure of most of the characters' names.
Uh-huh.
Third time, I was still like, not exactly sure who this person is.
Oh, that's right. RoboCop 2 is the one with the nuke drug. It's about drugs.
Oh.
But I don't think the chick is back, and I don't think she becomes Robo Lady or anything. Maybe.
Okay, so the last two things I want to talk about.
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead. Anytime.
Your choice. Do you want to talk about confusion or just stupid?
Let's go with confusion, I guess.
Okay, so confusion. In the cocaine factory scene, Clarence, that 70s show dad, is talking to like a brand new character, the cocaine dealer guy, who seems to be some kind of, cocaine boss. And they're trying to negotiate. And the cocaine boss is drinking a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And at some point, the 70s show dad takes his fingers, sticks them in the guy's cup of wine, and then goes. And then the guy takes a sip from his cup of wine, puts it down, and it's never nothing.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about?
The 70s show dad's just a weird dude, man.
It was fucking crazy. He puts his fingers in the wine and goes, and just keeps talking. He's talking and then goes, and then keeps talking. And then the dude he's talking to just picks the wine up, drinks, and puts it back down.
What would you do?
What the hell was that about?
What would you do if a crazy dude like that came into your place and stuck his finger in your beer and then stuck it in his nose? What would you do? What would you do?
Well, okay, first I would not drink my beer. That's the end of that beer. Who sniffs wine? It's so weird.
He's a weird dude.
I guess. Okay, I guess. But that's every single time I watched it. I was like, this still has not become even remotely normal. This is super weird.
Yeah.
All right, so the confusion, which probably is the best way to end this.
Wait, I thought
was
the.
And I said out loud, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" When Ed 209 can't fucking manage a set of stairs.
Yeah. He's like, oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, what? Like this badass robot can't fucking walk down a set of stairs? Are you kidding?
His feet were too big.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, just
that's they didn't even need to explain it because that is why you need a human. It's for stairs.
Yeah.
The whole RoboCop the premise of the RoboCop program is basically needing a human to walk downstairs.
Sure.
Mystery solved.
But yeah, I think so going into the RoboCop movie, I expected to like it. I thought this is an 80s action movie. I'm going to like it.
Uh-huh.
And within a couple minutes, I was like, this might be, I may have missed the window on this one.
Yep.
but slowly, like I was like, all right, yeah, I like this music. This theme's good. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like it slowly. I was like, all right, yeah, this is not what I expected, but this is still good. Like this is, yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
The scene that really got me getting back into it at first was the scene when they're in the getaway vehicle, and I forget what he says, but he says to one guy, like, he's gonna be the sacrifice, and he shoots him, and he goes out the back of the van, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
Can you fly,
Bobby?
Bobby, can you fly?
Something like that. Yeah, can you fly? Yeah. And he shoots him, and he goes out the back or whatever. I was like, that's badass. And then RoboCop's not there.
Yeah, no. When the line that I liked, besides almost every line from the hostage scene,
yep.
was right before RoboCop gets shot. He's like, buddy, I think you're scum. Slime? Scum? Slime. Buddy, I think you're slime. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I was surprised. I expected to like it, and then immediately thought, like, oh no, I've made a mistake. And then slowly I was like, all right, yeah, no, this is all right. But like I said, my first 1, 2, 3, I've got a bunch of notes. 4 and 5, almost nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
the 5th time I've got 3 lines that I wrote. Like, and one of them is the news lady is from Current Events or one of those gossip shows from the 80s.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Kathy Gertzen, but that's not who it is.
No, that's no.
Current Events, current Affairs, I think, is what you're thinking of. But
yeah, Current Affairs.
Pretty sure she's from Entertainment Tonight. And her name is Lisa something, probably. Liza. I think it's Lisa.
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't know if the guy is somebody though.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't recognize him.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I only recognize that 70s dad, the Leland Palmer from Twin Peaks, and the FBI guy from Twin Peaks. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why you would get down to the 4th and 5th viewing and not have any notes. It's like the difference between Miller's Crossing and this is like peeling an onion and peeling an orange. Yeah. You can only go.
I mean, I did get into some pretty crazy questions. I just didn't say them. No. But I have some other questions about this movie.
Give me one more.
Question?
Sure.
So one of my questions is, why does Directive 3, which is to uphold the law, it stops him from killing Boddicker, which is the 70s dad, but it didn't stop him from killing the other people earlier in the movie, like the dude that busts into that fucking convenience store with the poorly hidden safe. Like, he fucking kills that guy. He kills the dude in the hostage situation. He fucking throws him out a window. But for some reason, he can't kill this Boddicker, who clearly is a criminal, who killed him, the guy holding him, but somehow uphold the law, stops him from killing. Like, what?
But I think I can explain this. Sort of is that in that situation, no one besides RoboCop was in any imminent danger. It's not like there was another person there for him to kill. You know.
Sure.
So that's the best I got.
Funny names that Dick Jones used for his boss. Iron Butt.
Yeah.
boner,
some Bart Simpson level
and
name calling.
Asshole.
Uh-huh.
Iron butt. What the fuck? I mean, it's for a purpose. It shows like the gap between him and the new younger guy that's willing to call him a pussy or whatever. Iron butt. Really?
Yep.
Also, I guess the other thing that I didn't say, but I feel like the scene where RoboCop has the dream and the lady cop talks to him, like it seems like those should have happened in the other, like reverse. Like they shouldn't have happened in the way they did.
Yeah.
Because like the dude that's running the RoboCop, like he's super pissed. He's like, oh, she talked to him. I was like, well, yeah. After he fucking freaked out, like it didn't make sense. I was like, those should have happened in the other order, but whatever.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so I think we both came away. We liked it. It's no Academy Award winner for whatever, but it's RoboCop. I mean, what do you expect? So, what's your rating?
This one. I'm not sure how to rate this one, really.
I got mine. I had mine a while ago.
But so I did. I had a couple days to think about it, and I think because I missed it when I should have probably watched it when I was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
The next window of when I should have watched this movie was in college.
For sure.
And I didn't watch it then either somehow. But in college, I drank a lot of Keystone Ice.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give this a Keystone Ice.
All right. Mine, I don't have quite the detailed explanation as to why. I just feel like, boom, it fits. And the same thing with the way I rated my other ones. It's whatever kind of popped into my head when talking about it. And this one was a Mickey's Grenade.
Sure. Yeah, it's about the same.
Yep. So, there you go, RoboCop. Watch it. And now comes the part of the show where I reveal what my movie is going to be. It's not going to be for a few weeks at the earliest.
Hold on. You've got a little weird, a little scratchy.
I've been a little under the weather.
No. It's clearly not you. It's something. It might just be in my end, so keep going. But
anyway, I was gonna say
we'll see.
But anyway.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What are we going up next?
Now comes my turn, and I said it's probably not going to be for a few weeks, like 3 weeks at the earliest, probably. But so the 3 movies we've watched so far. The first one was one you had seen and you thought you liked, and wanted to watch again, right? Right.
Yes. The first one was I thought I liked.
One of us had seen. And I expected to like it because I like the main actor, and I like those kind of movies. I'm not super into them, but I like them. This last movie was a movie you had never seen, but always thought you should. And the last one, and thought you would like it probably too. And the next movie is a movie both of us have seen, which is a first, and a movie.
But you're sure I've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't imagine you haven't. But it's a movie that we have both seen, and it is a movie that I have always been positive that I dislike. And so I wanted to watch this movie to either be able to explain why I dislike this movie so much, or change my opinion and grow to like it.
Good. I've got one of these movies on my list as well.
Ah. Is it Ace Ventura?
No, it's not.
Any idea what my movie is?
Movies you dislike. We both probably seen.
It's
I need a little more.
It's actually a movie, like coincidentally around the same time as your movie. What this last RoboCop was?
Oh, really? Okay, 80s movie.
Yes.
All right.
It's a movie that I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't like this movie from our generation, and I've always hated it.
Okay, I immediately have got 3 guesses.
Oh boy.
'80s movie that you,
which is weird because
you think you dislike.
I'm sure I dislike it, but like it's been I mean, I've always thought I disliked it, right? But I mean, I haven't seen
so
it
can I ask this? You don't have to answer. When was the last time you watched it?
Well, see, that's the thing. I haven't watched it for over 20 years.
Okay, so you watched it when it was new.
Yeah, and it was really popular, and it's one of those movies that everybody of our generation has seen at least, most people have seen 10, 15 times probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 3, maybe 4, 3 or 4 guesses.
I'm interested to hear what the other 2 or 3 are, because there are 2 that I would put into this category for myself.
Well, 2 I'm throwing in because I'm pretty sure you've told me that you don't like these movies.
All right.
But yeah, and the other 2 are just because of the timing, the 80s.
Okay.
So am I supposed to guess?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go first. I'll say. I'll go with Labyrinth.
Oh, that's the other one. That is the other movie. Okay. I'm pretty sure 100% that I do hate that movie, and I don't think any amount of watching it will ever make me like it. So that is not it.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of why I thought it was it.
Uh-huh. But I feel like that movie, there's no way I'm going the other way on that one.
All right,
and
so
I do not
not
want to watch that 5 times. Absolutely not.
So the other movie that I think, because you said like everybody likes it, is Goonies.
Oh no, I've never seen Goonies.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so yeah, not Goonies.
No.
All right, not Labyrinth, not Goonies. Oh, hold on, I've lost. What were the? Oh no! I've lost the other movies that I thought it was. Hold on. Oh, it's Gremlins.
No, I like Gremlins.
Okay. That one is not one of the ones that was just to fill space while I try and remember the other.
Batteries not included.
No. Oh God, no! What was it?
Short Circuit. Stand By Me. I'm just throwing out movies.
Yeah, you are. No. Oh God, I've lost the other 2. So Labyrinth and
Fraggle Rock.
Dark Crystal.
What is Dark Crystal? I know that one.
Dark Crystal is like the Jim Henson like puppets.
Yeah,
movie.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. I might have, but I don't know. I have no feeling.
It's actually like early 80s, I think. I don't know. I need another hint. I've forgotten the other 2 movies that I thought it might be.
Well, okay, the biggest hint, and I do mean biggest hint I can give you, is one of the main actors was a professional wrestler.
Is or was? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's that movie called? What's that movie called?
And I wanna
I've
say
seen it more than once.
The main character is something Montoya or something.
No. I mean, yeah, yes, but no.
Diego
What's that
Madrona.
movie called?
Maradona.
What'd you
I
say?
am
Marijuana?
Esteban Gutierrez.
Yeah, no. God,
you
what's
will
that
die.
movie called? Yeah, it's Billy Crystal's in it.
Prepare to die.
Inconceivable is another
Inconceivable.
thing that's said in that movie.
Andre the
Andre the
Giant.
Giant is in it. Kevin Savage is in it. He wears
Savage?
a 85 Bears refrigerator Perry jersey in it. He's playing fucking Bases Loaded. What's that movie called?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
3 words. The first word is the.
Willow was the other one of the movies that I was going to guess but forgot. Willow was one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't like that one.
Exactly. Yeah, I figured you would not like Willow. Oh, and the other one was Legend. Legend was the other movie that I thought you would definitely not like.
Yeah, I'd probably not like that. But those both are movies I don't think that I would ever like.
No.
This movie, I feel like
what is this movie called?
There's a chance that I could come
like
around
I see,
on it.
I know, I've seen it. I know everything about it. I don't know. I have no idea what it's called.
It is called The Princess Bride.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the?
I'm gonna subject myself to that.
The black pirate Robert or something.
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Yeah.
It's been at least.
I have seen
years.
it. I liked it for sure, but I think about the same. Like it's probably been like 20 years since I saw that movie.
But you've probably seen it at least 5 times, right? Just somehow.
Oh, probably, yeah. I think so.
And I feel like everybody of our generation has. And it's one of those movies that everybody loves and quotes all the time and stuff. And like, I hate that guy that says inconceivable. Inconceivable. Yeah. Like, I've never liked him in any other thing he's ever done. And like, I don't like fantasy in general. And
yeah, it's fantasy for sure. For sure.
I don't know. I don't remember ever liking it. And every time anybody's like, I love that movie, I always just have this reaction of I hate that movie. But I can't say why. And I think watching this movie will either let me say why or specifically
I think it'll
or I will turn around and I'll be like, yeah, it's an okay movie.
It's not well, I mean it's the closest to a comedy. So I wouldn't say it's a comedy, but it's the closest to comedy. So I'm curious if the jokes will land.
Oh, you mean it's closest to a comedy of what we've watched so far?
Yes, yeah.
Not
of what we've watched so far, yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm curious if the jokes will continue to land 5 times in.
Yeah.
That one's not going to land. I bet that's not going to land on watching number 1.
I have no context for that at all. I have no idea why he says it or how many times he says it or who he says it to.
I think he just says it a bunch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to try and. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Princess. What was it?
The Princess Bride. Stay tuned. All right, that's it for this show.
All right,
I'm stopping. Peace.
Bye-bye.